Crazy live, man. My soul feels it. Soul knows it. This is gonna be this is gonna be a live for all of our asses, you know? Yes, we just smoked, man. You feel me? I ain't rolling up. We already blew one down. But I have to bring this to y'all attention, bro. No lie, no cap. This is live in the flesh. I'm trying to tell you. This is live in the flesh. We're here now. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Yo, shoot Jeremiah, bro. You're in for a treat, bro. Feel me? Glad you in here, man. I know it's like 6:13, maybe 5:13, maybe 2:13, depending on where you at in the motherfucking world. We all know time ain't real, but this is gonna be a sweet live, bro. Now I'm letting the answer speak through your boy. This is about this time. And listen, it's gonna sting a little bit. It's gonna hurt a little bit. But the truth is gonna set you free. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Green, what's going on with you, bro? Hope you've been feeling good, living good, and taking care of yourself. We see the real when we know the real. You feel what I'm saying? But remember who you are, family. Like, this is gonna be great because we're gonna go right in. We're not gonna be looking at stuff. It is coming directly from source, directly from my soul. I, as in I am you are me. There is no separation, peace, reflection. At the end of the day, we all have been in unison. The reason why this world, the way you see it, we've been so divided. Keep this in mind, okay? Unison is key, but we're gonna dissect this live very carefully for the ones that are tuning in. And I appreciate your soul tapping in, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, we're all connected. This is a whole one big globe, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're all intertwined. We're all interconnected. But, you know, a lot of us is out of tune, out of the servers, not able to catch the download because they're on a different server. When you're tapped into this frequency, God is going to let you know exactly what needs to be done. And you guys are going to see it firsthand here tonight. Okay? Real shit. No lies, no cap. This is just what it's going to be. Okay, because I have stuff on my chest that I've been looking at, I've been meditating on, and answer. I'm not to speak on it. This is just what it is. Okay, it's crazy how like they want us to look at all the bad shit in life, look at all the bullshit in life. Whole time there's things that have occurred and has been going on this planet, and I'm tired of it. And they have been putting entertainment in our face, doing this, doing that, dropping new food, dropping new meat, dropping this, dropping that. They had people just distracted as fuck. Whole time, though, we know it's been an ancient war. Okay, I'm speaking out from my soul right now. If you don't understand, it's not for you. Okay? There's been an ancient war going on. You know what I'm saying? Ancient. We're not talking about now. Like, a war has been going on. And it's crazy how like every time you come back to the physical, right? Every time you come back to this body, or you want to call it me too, your avatar, every time you come back here, it's like, damn, you got this in your face, that in your face, everything just to keep you distracted even more. Gonna shout y'all out. Yo, what is it? Hiatus. I don't want to say your name wrong. You know, I be cooking shit. Soro Stern fan. Soro Stern fan, hope I said your name right. But peace to you, man. I'm glad you tapping in. If you're your first time in the live, double tap your screen to understand. We understand the power of the 3, the 6, and the 9, right? The more you like it up, the more people come in here and see what the deal is. But appreciate y'all. Romy Sun the Game. Shout out to you, man. It's your first time. Double tap your screen is well appreciated. I ain't asking for much. But back to what I was discussing and back to what I was talking about, right? Niggers, so see, and look, you're gonna have to trolls. I've been doing this too long, they let it get to me, but right, y'all already know the vibes, right? Y'all see that? I can't trip. You feel what I'm saying? They're gonna have to get the energy and convert it into better things. Cause we just know the deal. Trolls are gonna come in here and say whatever they want. Okay, they don't like a nigga that has his shirt off, being in his environment, doing what he got to do. Yes, never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. I got you. Okay, we're good. Okay, back to what I was saying though about how we understand we have to remember who we are as a family. All these people that you see in this entire reality don't want you to remember who you are for shit. Like, guys, I get it. It feels good to get entertained every day, watch bullshit all day. But at the end of the day, they're trying to capture what they really want the most is your spirit and your soul. I need you guys to pay attention very carefully. So ever since birth or conception, they want to call it, even though we're labeled fucking meta-human in the goddamn sheets, we're not going to talk about that. That's not for this live right now. Meta-human, if you have carbon in your skin. Just letting you know. So you just get here, they instantly got you with nanobot technology, bro. Instantly. So your memories are already gone, bro. and you get forced into what they call their construct of their company, which is corporate America. They want to call it a country, but it really is a company. Even the president, Donald Trump, isn't even the one that got power that a lot of niggas think. Not even the British royals, which is Queen Lanny, Queen Elizabeth. Listen. Not Queen Annie, I apologize. Queen Elizabeth. I don't want to mistake the two. They're two different people. It's crazy how, like, these people run the world. They run the shit. They run the universe. And niggas just want to go straight after the president. They're stealing y'all votes, man. Y'all votes never mattered. Mine didn't either, gang. Niggas be so quick to shoot the messenger, though. Do you hear what I'm telling you? Your vote never mattered. Never. But they have what is called control of the population. They want you to perceive and think it does matter when it really doesn't, gang. You, okay, I got it. I'm so sorry. You, hey, what's going on, you? I mean, there's 18 people in here, 4 likes. It's all good, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Just double tap your screen. We're gonna dissect. But just really think about this, family. You were great. You were ancient. You were a supreme being, bro. But it's crazy how when you get into school, they instantly call you a savage. You know, you've been enslaved. You know, we're just African Americans, you know, we're nowhere near the native. We have no type of intellectual or any type of relation for the Indian tribe when we are indigenous people. And it's crazy how these niggas just take words and flip them. You know, I mean, this is what they do best. And it's like, you're just making this shit make more and more sense because you're making this go back. These are the people that are on their ass looking at shit. This is not just something I'm saying, right? Niggas, if you think I'm just talking, you could do that. You could open your laptop and get a few clicks and sit with yourself and be like, damn, yo, like, these niggas have been lying for a while. Why am I seeing more lies? Why? There's a reason why. Like, they don't like seeing us know our shit, know who we are and what we really stand for. But they have all this entertainment in our face, nigga, you know, trying to keep us, you know, just fucking sleep every day. If I'm being real, they don't want you to know anything. They want you to know one thing only, the American dream, which is pulling your fucking sleeve anyways, nigga. You really think they're giving you exactly what you need, nigga? No, they're not. They're literally starving people that are working corporate jobs. So let's not even start there. We don't have time for that. You see what I'm saying? This is just real life dated shit, my nigga. And it's crazy how, like, we wake up every day, guys, and they want us to further forget who the fuck we were, ancient being, luminous beings, bro. What? Soul and spirit, aka the divine. Niggas don't want to understand that type of concept neither. Niggas want to run with whatever they are telling them on the news, which is obviously a fake news articles. You know, it's the same shit every single time, bro. I'm gonna let my soul speak because this is things that we see on an everyday basis that people don't want to speak on because they know it's true and know it's real, but they want to avoid it just like any other ordinary problem that they go through in life. They know there's a major issue at hand, but they want to just move around it and act like it isn't there. That's a lot of people in this reality. They play that type of role. You see what I'm saying? And it's crazy. The biggest role being played on all of our people right now is that, hey, we just took the whole fucking planet from you. And we're making a mockery out of you in all the cartoons and all the comments and everything you see. Just making a straight mockery out of you. But you're not going to understand it or you're not going to know because we have what is called a light code lockdown. And until you break free from what is called a light code lockdown, they have you in your hand anywhere you go. No matter how much entertainment you see, how much you're feeding into it, because you have a life force, or you're just feeding your soul into it. You're just feeding all the good shit away to these people, back to these motherfuckers. They know it too. Everyone does. But a lot of us just foreshadow it. We just look and think, you know, and just whatever, fuck it. We're just gonna let it fucking pile over. We don't see it at all. Guys, this is a together thing. We need to see the problem at hand, gang. Took everything from you. Took everything. 1492, since they dated, because time isn't real, they dated 1492. But anytime before that, shit, they labeled us as what? The Seminoles, the Cherokee, the Inca tribe, the Mississippians. You know, they labeled us every name under that. And then before that, you know, indigenous people, you know, the Egyptians too, you know, that from the ancient connect, you know. And then before that, it's just crazy how all these names just got watered down. And while our names are getting watered down, the states are beginning to take took, right? All the states are getting took in, nigga. All the people on the state, even Chicago, I figured out a little bit ago. So-called this lady, nigga. Well, you know, the fire of Chicago, this is what I found out. And this is actually crazy because I remember them teaching this bullshit ass thing in school. The fucking Chicago fires, bro. Some lady just fucking tipped over a lantern and then the whole Chicago got on fire. Now you go fool about, you feel me? MDYSB was good, was good. You know what I'm saying? I'm originally from the U.S. motherfucking A, and I reside in the U.S. motherfucking A. But my ethnicity goes back to IET, Haitian, you know? So what? Yeah. You feel me? I don't know where you're from, but peace to you, bro. Glad you're tuning in. You feel me? The real ones in here. You know what I'm saying? But talking about a lady just, you know, tipped over a lantern and it caused the whole Chicago to get on fire. And that made them construct fucking Chicago. Now, if you're a bot, you're gonna run with that story because Wiki's gonna lie anyway. We're going off a source. You can't even get dependent on Wiki because they like to go back and mix words. I'm just saying. Test and proven. It is a proven fact that niggas open back Wiki, delete, and add shit and paste, and this happens. So is it really the full truth or they're just mixing it with lies? I'm just saying. Just being real. Okay. And matter of fact, let's do. Okay. You know, I know some of y'all be like, okay, Freddie, you know, we gotta dial in. You know what I'm saying? I bet. So let's just dial in. Just dial in. Oh yeah, we're on the trades, man. You know what I'm saying? This is just whateverness, you know. But we were just looking at it. By the way, yeah, we've been on this too. Yeah, that's another thing for another day, right? That's another thing for another day. Right. Okay, so let's just the Chicago, right? I'm just saying the fire of Chicago. Now, niggas listen, the Great Chicago Fire. Now listen, you can run with this story all you want. We're going off what they said. And I'm going to tell you anciently what really fucking happened, what really took place, and why they're trying to do a cover-up story. Okay? So let's just take a look at this. Man, remember who you are, bro. This is what I'm saying. They knew we're going to overlook this. We're not going to dive deep. These niggas are not going to go back on their laptops and, no. This is what we're going to do. They don't want us doing this at all. They want us to go by what they say. But Freddie, we didn't say. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Don't y'all follow curriculum? Don't y'all follow a curriculum? I'm just saying. Cool. Let's go ahead. So here we go. Okay, y'all, and don't let these photos, whatever. This is the so-called Great Fire of Chicago. Let's dive in a little bit here. Okay. Remember, don't go too far into this. They're gonna lie to you anyways. Okay, we're just gonna go to Miss O'Leary. Okay, here we go. The Great Chicago Fire was a conflagration that burned in the American city of Chicago, Illinois, or Illinois, okay? This is Haitian Creole, if you didn't know. We're going to get into that in a bit, too. October 8th, 10th, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, time isn't real. The fire killed approximately 300 people, lies, destroyed roughly 3.3 square miles. I mean, you could say that, of the city, including over 17,000 structures, and left more than 100,000 residents homeless. They're going to mix their lies and make it seem like it wasn't that bad. Let them say it, though. Remember, they're telling the story, okay? The fire began in the neighborhood southwest of the city center. Okay. A long period of hot, dry, windy conditions. Okay, I see what y'all trying to do there. And the wooden construction prevalent in the city led to what? The conflagration spreading quickly. Okay. The fire leapt to the south branch of the Chicago River and destroyed much of central Chicago, and then crossed the main stream of the river, consuming the north side. Okay, so I just read that little paragraph for you guys. And basically what I'm going to be honest with y'all, they pretty much like, I'm not trying to laugh. Like, see, when you see it, it's like, damn. We're just not seeing between the lines. Remember, truth is in plain sight. That's a real saying. Like, damn, we're just trying to bro, first off, You guys talking about you only killed only approximately killed 300 people. You talking about a whole city of what you guys call a tribe, okay? And there were tribal people at this time, the Illinois Confederacy, right? That's the whole Midwest, nigga. So Nebraska, North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, Kansas, Indianapolis, Ohio, Minnesota, all in that little juicy area, bro, was all the Midwestern, was the Illinois Confederacy, right? Okay. It's crazy how like they want to paint this picture. Like, let's just dive in a little deeper. Okay. I'm just giving y'all the origin. So no, this wasn't just a city, right? They wanted to make it a city, right? They wanted because they were the colonizers, right? The Spanish conquistadors. They are colonizers at the end of the day. But when you look at into what they call the tribes, they're gonna fool you again. They're gonna say what? They're Indians, right? Or they're natives, right? Okay. This is what it sees. Okay, natives, they're Indians. Okay. First off, we are the Indians. We are the native tribe. I mean, they're gonna run with that too. But this is how they dissected us to believe that we're nothing part of that. We're just African American that came from Africa, the mother birthplace of Africa, which they lied about that too. When I say there's mixed lies, y'all just gotta hear me clearly. I ain't trying to, but hold on, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We all right, so okay, you know what I'm saying? Niggas wanna rush my process. You can always, you just go to another live. You get a score on your phone, gang. We're cooling right now. Okay? We ain't got time for that. Okay, Verzi, you gotta kick rocks if you got to. But we just dove to this right here, a little paragraph, okay? We're not gonna read this bullshit. They're gonna mix you with this. Cool. All right, here we go. Look. Origin. According to Nancy Colony, right, Miss O'Leary's great-great-granddaughter, the fire is said to have started about 8:30 on October 8th. Lies. This is all lies, okay? Whatever. But around a small barn belonging to O'Leary's family that bordered the alley behind whatever, 137 West and whatever. Okay, here we go. It's all lies. All lies here. Okay, Miss O'Leary's cow. Okay, so I'm not gonna even dive y'all in further. I ain't gonna waste y'all time. Look at this. Oh, the shit. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. This is what they're gonna give you, right? The old city of Chicago. Old city of Chicago, bro. Okay, so basically, you guys dive into that story if you want. Ooh, let me get some water. Ooh. Okay, but look. Okay, sorry, I think sip, man. Damn, I'm talking, right? So look, they give you the view of Chicago. Cool. It's crazy how like they're just gonna say that story, run with it, and niggas ate it up. Yeah, Freddie, this is a great fire in Chicago. Let it be, let it. Okay, cool. Remember, 1871, let them tell it, okay? Let's look at the 12 tribes of the Midwest. Okay. This is where you do research. I'm not here to waste someone's time. Okay, cool. Okay. Here we go. I'm ready seeing the natives. We don't have time, but fuck it. Okay, we're just gonna go off what they are saying. Okay, we're not even gonna remember, guys. We're going off them. It's not even our shit, anyways. Okay, cool. Here we go. Can they give me something here? Here we go. All right, like I told y'all. Okay, here we go. They gave me something. They gave me a little something to work with here. Okay, remember I told you Midwest. Remember Michigan, Wisconsin, right? Minnesota. Look at all these type of tribes, right? The whole chunk, right? The Onondaga, right? Hold on. What was it? Pokagon, Potawatomi, right? Iowata, the Chickasaw, Indians they talk about, right? Indians. Keep this in mind. Indians, right? And I go to images. Look, Indians, right? I'm just being honest. I'm gonna give you guys a map too. Okay, this is all the Midwest, bro. All that juicy shit, man. Right there, man. This is where all the Illinois Confederacy was at. Literally all right here. Remember, this is after the fall, right? So this is all where we're at, bro. Okay? They killed a lot of our people. We killed a lot of them too. It's crazy, right? Okay, we're gonna go back to the Chicago fire though. Remember, this is what they made you forget too. I'm just going off what I'm telling y'all I'm saying. Okay? And look, it called it what? Indian territory, right? Right. Hold on. Exactly. Hold on. I know they're gonna have something. Okay. Y'all see it. The Seminoles are down there, right? Quote unquote. That's not what we look like, obviously, but they're gonna paint the picture that we did. But theirs are the Seminoles. That's what we were at. Okay. You guys see all up in that Midwest section, right? Remember, this were the Indian nations, okay? Now, the reason why I'm putting quotation marks around Indians because they're trying to fool you to believe this is a whole separate race from you. Carbonated being. No, it's not. This is you. You're looking at one right now, quote unquote. This is the lies that these niggas don't want you to ever see after or even see, honestly. They got us thinking in school that these are real life Indian people. Bro, that's us. And it's crazy that you got the word Indian, you got it from indigenous. You guys don't make nothing up. You guys just take and steal like y'all always do anyways. They only have spirit, no soul. They can't create, only steal and manipulate. I repeat, they only have spirit, no soul. So all they're able to do is take and manipulate. They cannot create. They have no form of nothing about creation. That's what they call Illinois. But in Creole, it's Illinois, which is his back island. I'm just being honest. But they can't mimic that. They got to just manipulate it, making it seem like it's something else. You're talking to people that are shapeshifters, right? Okay. We are not the Indian people, nigga. No, we're not. We are, but we're not. It's like an oxymoron. We are, but we're not. You see what I'm saying? This is the shit I'm saying. You have to keep this aware. It's like an oxymoron. We are, but we're not. I don't know. I don't look at what the pictures they're saying, but we're the Seminoles. We're the Cherokee. So why are you giving the Indian tribes this type of face? Because they want us to believe we're separate. Hold on, I got more. Okay? Remember I just told y'all the little Indian tribes that are located there, right? Now back to the Chicago War, right? Remember the Great War of whatever, 1817 or 1816. Remember, these were all the same wars going on. But remember, they're giving you different dates, right? They're giving you different times because they're the creation of so-called time. So they can manipulate time before our comprehension, quote unquote. That's what they want you to believe, right? They want you to think that it started at this so-called time. This is how it been. This is how it happened. But they can't comprehend anything after that or before that, rather, because they are their creations. They could literally say this happened in 400 BC. They could just say that because they're the one manipulating time anyways. This happened in 1492. This is the Declaration of Independence in 1776. Like, they could say that because they're the one manipulating it, even though time doesn't exist. But that's how they're fooling everybody with all these so-called war, the Haitian Revolution, all these people, you know what I'm saying? Even Marie Laveau, or that's her name is Laver. I don't want to pronounce or enunciate her name wrong, but even she was the high of the highest of goddess, and she was in the magic and all this shit. That's another thing too. But that all ties into all wars that's been going on in this entire planet. Remember, guys, we were everywhere. This is our land. We were everywhere. We were everywhere. Talking about everywhere. And when these motherfuckers rolled up, they rolled up on that so-called east coast of the island, and they started verse 13, which is represent the 13 families, 13 bloodlines. You already know. Okay. And then as you can tell, they started migrating and pushing. This is why your Trail of Tears story comes in, right? And the whole Black Wall Street even ties into that. Like, a lot of this stuff was going on low-key all at the same motherfucking time. But they're fooling you with time, making it seem like it isn't real or it doesn't matter. So they're making it seem like it happened here, it happened there. All this happened at the same time. You know, eventually we all got colonized, and look where we're at now. But this is where our avatars, where your so-called ancestors died for, or they rebelled against, because this is the shit they're trying to conquer and obviously mimic. Look, you got AI rolling soon. You know, you got niggas making robots in these labs. They're trying to force an agenda and trying to push something because they know their time's up. But I'm just giving y'all the origin of all the bullshit. Because remember, this is ancient, I said. This doesn't just happen yesterday. This is not something you just, oh my God, like this been going on. But they want us to stay more asleep. They don't want us to tap into nothing. They want us to keep continuing to be a bot. And I'm not with that anymore. Niggas just want to pay attention to everything else but the shit that you should be paying attention to. This shit hurts me, bro. It's crazy how, like, you sit in school for all these so-called levels, years, programming years, thinking this is a whole truth they're telling you, but the truth is in their books, but we're not seeing it or opening the veil because we're just trying to learn and get the fuck on. I'm just being honest. I ain't learned shit, nigga. Put the book away, nigga. Nigga call me, read them like, so I'm just being honest. So, you know, I don't know where we're at. But they knew that already. That's why they're going to put it in your face and you're not going to pay attention. But the spell has been broken. So niggas are waking up. Even kids are waking up to the damn truth. And they can't even be in their schools anymore. They're removing them and getting homeschooled. They can't even handle the school because they're going to get on their ass. Like, oh shit, how the fuck does he know? I mean, it's been crashing, gang. But, you know, you got the few kids that are still under the program. You're going to have them no matter what. I mean, come on, this is the Matrix, right? But I'm just being honest with y'all. It's crazy how we got taught this in school. We are the indigenous, but they want to label us Indian. We are the Mississippians, the Cherokee, the Seminoles, the Choctaw. What else do I gotta think? What else I gotta say? But at the same breath, here we are not remembering. Why? Because we're too busy getting entertained, scrolling all day, watching BS that's not giving you the light codes to break. Because like I tell y'all, when you wake up every day and you move around and you do your thing throughout the day, bro, you have to be the one in control of your thoughts, your process, how everything flows and goes. Because this is you. You are nothing but energy. You're nothing but an energy ball. You're nothing but an energy magnet, especially if you got carbon. You're nothing but an energy magnet, bro. So when niggas be telling you, oh, Freddie, metaphysics, oh my God, Freddie, quantum physics, get out of here. This is just the essence of us. What the fuck? Like, these niggas have manipulated everything to make us be scared of us. How can you keep doing this? But remember, there's a major agenda. You see me? A major agenda behind what the fuck they're saying to you, bro. Do you really think niggas been doing this to or people for this long because I'm just dark? Come on, bro. Like, this is the shit I'm saying. Now, come on, bruh. You really believe niggas been just killing, having us on the most wanted list, trying to get niggas? Do you just think because we're just dark? This is what you see what I'm saying? Niggas don't want to believe the truth. I'm just saying, gang. It's not about color anyway, but with these motherfuckers, well, you're dealing with people that, like I tell y'all, man, they see you. They recognize you before you probably recognize yourself because they understand that you've been under the light code. That's what I'm saying. Remember, all of us already know this. This is nothing new. It's new to us because we have what? Forgotten. Nothing's new under the sun. Nothing's ever new under the sun. We just forgot because we've been eating bullshit all of our life. Didn't try to get on a better diet. Wasn't doing nothing to help our pineal gland. Wasn't really meditating. Wasn't really doing the necessary things for us to really tap into what we truly know, ourselves. That's one. But ever since 2020 occurred, it forced niggas to be in the house to do what? Nothing but connect with themselves. That's why from that point on, a lot of people started to open their own eye and realize the whole shit that's been going on this motherfucking planet. I'm just saying. There's no such thing as a coincidence, but there's something behind everything. There's always an action. There's always an initiative. There's always what? An intent behind what everyone is doing on this planet. Remember that. Don't everything, I mean, some niggas are walking around swinging it and doing whatever, but niggas have intent. Niggas have things behind what they say and do. Remember that. It's an energy game. Don't ever think this shit's a physical game. It's energy. Remember that, bro. I'm not here to be, I'm just being real. It's an energy game. You got to play your cards right. You got to make sure you understand yourself. You got to make sure that anything you say, anything that's going to try to lower your frequency shall never prosper over self. You have to remember these things because there's going to be people out there that are trying to avoid and trying to intervene and try to get in between your shit, your vision, your goal, what you want to grow, how you want to do it. I'm getting off topic a little bit, but I'm just being honest though. You are the manifester. You are the one in control of your reality. Everything that comes out of what's so-called your throat chakra is manifesting for you. So be careful what you say to oneself. This is a very key thing in your journey, which a lot of people don't want to speak on or don't talk about. So they splurge anything and say whatever. And this is what's fucks up the reality. And you can't really embody it. So you got to be aware of it. This is what I'm saying. Become one with yourself. But anywho, back to what I was saying, right? Hold on. Right. So we get back into this so-called the Great Chicago Fire. The whole point I'm trying to make with the whole Great Chicago Fire is, like I said, they killed off our ancestors and all that tribe, right? They killed them. So all they had to do to get rid of the bodies is they burnt all their bodies, right? They did this a lot of the towns and a lot of the cities, but they burned all the bodies, okay? Right? So obviously it disintegrated, it has a stench to it, etc. The case may be. And they built cities on top of the dead body so they could what? Harness the energy within that town. So all that energy is still there, but all they're doing is having buildings on top of buildings and top of constructs just to weigh down and harness what is so-called that ancestral energy. Because guys, the amount of fatal bodies that we got on their end, they can never fathom with. Why? Because They can't just give it up that easy. That's why niggas be saying, okay, Freddie, they're gonna give the planet back like that. Like, they're not gonna just give it to us. You feel me? Like, there's too many dead bodies, there's too much bloodshed, there's too much ancient wars that has been going on this planet that they don't forget and they're never gonna let up. So it's like, you just gotta remember who we're dealing with here. This is all it is. Nothing you should be afraid of, but this is what they want you to be. Fear of everything around you. Everything around you have to fear it. Everything around you have to have no type of right. You can't do much of it. Bro, you're everything. You're connected to literally everything on this planet. But the moment you start figuring these little things out, you take back your own divinity, your power, everything that's literally real about you, bro. You feel what I'm saying? This is what really decode. Like, remember, I'm just going on my own journey. I'm just figuring little things out. I'm just looking at stuff, and it's like, damn, it really is in our face, and we just really look past shit because we just trying to get to the next part of our day, trying to get to the next thing of our day, like trying to just get to what, like. You have time to look at things like this, bro. But this is what they don't want all of us to do. They don't want none of us to sit here and start diving into ourselves and be one with ourselves. You feel what I'm saying? They want you to continuously be lost in the fucking sauce every moment of the day. Stay right. Keep it. I've been in the gym, bro. I told you I got a tab, bro. I've been on hitting legs, bro. That shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here, but we just, no excuses. You feel what I mean? But this is real life. This is really happening. They want us to continuously degrade ourselves to further make us forget who we are, who we truly are, and what we truly stand for. Guys, do you realize when you start to remember who you are and you start to figure out all the fucking nasty, all the horrographic, all the bullshit that you don't want to believe that happened to our people, you're not going to operate the same. You're not going to view this world the same. Why? Because you have seen exactly what they have done to you and your motherfucking people. And it's not going to feel good on your fucking soul whatsoever goddamn ever because they done it to your people and continuously do it to our people. But they want you to stay entertained, right? They want you to... You know, they keep the nerves low. They keep you in that Novocaine state, that drug-induced state. Not the weed, not the cocaine, not the meth, not the drugs, not the... Talking about a hallucinate drug that runs amongst almost the whole nation. They keep you in that, okay, hey, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. When in reality, things are not okay right now. Things have never been okay for a while because they have you thinking like, yep, you're good, you're free, you can do what you want, you're not under no type of circumstances, you can say what you want, do what you want, under no type of, okay, and then you start to do what you want to do, and it's like, wait a minute, this only caters towards some individuals on this so-called realm, or they call it Earth. So it does apply to some people because we have not moved past this fucking point. You want us to get a smack on the wrist to remind us that we're still enslaved when we haven't been out of slavery ever. But since you're throwing coins in my face, monetary gain in my face, and thinking that it's just a competition with everybody, you think I have something to prove, which is just my ego trying to take over. There's really nothing to prove here. The only thing that I know for a fact is that you killed a lot of our people and you have stole something that wasn't never even yours. But let white America tell it because everything's whitewashed. Let these niggas tell it, right? Let these motherfuckers be like, hey, no, you have to get your money. You know, you got to do this. You got to get in here. They do that. Like, you want to follow their so-called dream whole time. Like, they have robbed you of everything. They robbed you of your history. They robbed you of your own essence. They robbed you of your own name. I remember back in Florida, they were called Floridians, right? You know what I'm saying? Before, after they conquered that little part of fucking Florida too with the Seminoles, nigga. Before there were Floridians, they were the Seminoles. So imagine how they took that away from you. Like, you're not a Seminole, nigga. Because think about it. Imagine if you start to remember that, damn, like if I was born and raised in that whole part of Florida, nigga, like my parents reside there, like all that ancestral energies there, like you are a Seminole. But you see, they don't want you to believe or think that. They want you to think you're a fucking black African American. Nothing but an INGGER that we have enslaved for 500 plus years, and y'all just got out of it. This is what they want you to continuously believe about yourself, but they don't want you to even understand how great you are just from not even me saying a fucking word. Everything about you, bro. Every angerment about the carbon, like, and y'all wonder why, like, bro, like, like, it's just energy, man, like. But we'll let white America tell it. Yeah, green facts. I'm dead. Let white America tell it, though. You know. Let these motherfuckers tell it, right? Let these motherfuckers run with the narrative, like, yeah, like we pushed all this for you guys, and you guys had to eat it up. You know, we're not gonna make it seem like you guys were enslaved that long. You know, it's only like 400 years, quote unquote. And Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, so you guys were free, but you didn't really motherfucking free any of us because we're still locked in chains mentally when we're not free. Fuck a body, right? When you go into astral realms and you start to meditate, or you go in the sleep realm, right? You start to, who's to say that's the real world and this is the dream, nigga? Like, what if you were in that dream that was so vivid, bro? Let me give y'all real shit. Let's say you were in that dream that was so vivid, bro. Like, it felt so real, but you never came back to this, right? You never came back here. You'll be over there. You see what I'm saying? But they want you to believe dreams are nothing but hallucinations. You know, you're just dreaming. But it could be messages, it could be a vision, right? There's a difference between a message and a fucking vision, right? A message is something for you to understand and grasp to help on your own personal journey, and a vision was gonna change the whole reality about you and everybody that is around you. You see what I'm saying? So who's not to say that's the real world and this is the fake one? But since you're here and you've been so accustomed to here, you think this is real. You haven't spent time in the unconscious reality. You've been spending time in the conscious. They already made a program or made a fucking replica of us in a sense. No matter if you got the jab or not, they got a replica of you because that's your conscious. That's your ego. But you're not your ego at all, but they want you to believe you are it when you're part of it, but you're not it. You know, there's a lot of oxymorons that you have to really understand, and that's why it calls to be with yourself and know yourself. I'm not here to, like, damn though. So the Great Chicago Five was no other than these colonizers going to the Chiefs, Chief Chicago to be exact. You know, the Black Hawk. You know, leaders of the fucking Confederacy, bro. You killed the two main heads off and killed their whole tribe and everybody. And you're like, shit, well, we have to burn the bodies and build something over this because these are too many casualties for us just to get rid of just in blink of an eye. So they burnt everything. They built the new Chicago over the dead bodies of the ancestors over in that neck of the woods. So even niggas there that are part of that type of tribe, the ancestry lives over there too. But the only reason why they don't believe it or see it is they got us going against each other, right? All that roo-roo, all that haha in St. Louis, bro. All that GDBD, all this other shit, bro. Growth and development, nigga, Larry Hoover, all this other shit. Niggas that are gangbangers, niggas that think whatever, right? It's literally a spell in the motherfucking community. Why? Because you're going at something that you should be going off the opposite. The niggas that took everything from you, the niggas that told you you're nothing but then and you're never gonna be nothing but then, them niggas. That's the energy you gotta bring that towards though. But they don't want but they don't want that. They don't want that. Oh, now you're Brit. No. So you rather us kill our own kind and make it seem like it's okay, but you push it in the music, push it in the media, right? They push this shit everywhere. And I have real people that I know in real life that have fucking brothers and people that have been shot, killed, dead over the so-called game of life, which they predict for us because they put us in those predicaments, put us in what's called the trenches or the lower than or the less than, and make you strive and starve and figure it out purposely, right? If you make it out of those conditions, that is a fucking true blessing for real. But there's people still in those situations that are not able to be heard on because niggas are so scared to infiltrate and see what's going on. But they're so quick to pull up on news articles that this so-called person caught a body and it's one of our people, right? You unzip the body bag as one of our people, but yet this is the energy they want to keep, right? And all the shootings happen in Midwest. Midwest is a crazy place, man. Oh boy, don't play with that. Chicago, Wisconsin, North Dakota, Fargo. You know what I'm saying? There's certain places that are over there, bro, like, niggas don't play. They don't play at all. But it's crazy how, like, they got us going at each other with it when the whole time it should be out these motherfuckers that took it from your ass. They made us forget a lot, guys. This is not nothing that I'm saying that isn't new. Like, your soul remembers all this, but they made our ass forget, nigga. They made us feel like we're nothing but trash. When you're full greatness, thinking like, you know how they say the Greek god physique? Like, not many people have, the Greek, what is it, the Greek god physique? The Greek, you mean the god physique? No, I'm just being, look, you talk, the G-O-D, the Greek god. And we're going to get push-ups in and shit. Like, I got videos for y'all, but they try to put Greek over everything because they think they're the originators. They're first. They're first. No, you're not. The God physique. That's the God physique. No, you gotta put Greek guy, gotta put Greek on there. You gotta make sure it's, coming from us. When Greek took everything from Egyptians, when they, it's crazy, guys. They just like to steal and replace and manipulate. That's all they do. And they're slicksters, I tell you. They're too good at their job, damn near. Why? Because, like I tell y'all, bro, they're reptilians, bro. They have to go to orders to some degree. They have to report to somebody. And there's us as the individuals, just, paying bills, just, yeah, Freddie, we just paying, we just paying bills, bro. We just trying to survive. They got a lot of niggas. They have a lot of niggas in survival mode right now. I'm just being real. Niggas ain't thinking nothing about but how they gonna pay their rent next month, making sure everything's aligned with their business. They got niggas working like a dog. They got niggas down like this, but that shouldn't stop you from realizing, like, damn, nigga, like, but these niggas did fuck up the planet, though. Damn, nigga, you guys did what? Oh, okay. And the more you start to gain insight on shit like this, you're like, wow. So, in other words, because the more you dive deep, the more you're just going to find more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could do that if you want. That's in your own spiritual journey. But the more you dig, the more you find, you're just going to keep finding more. It's not even, they're never going to end. It's a never ending thing because they have done so much. But realize once you get to a bit of pieces of everything, you should know off rip, okay, we are the originators, right? They took the shit from us. They don't want to give it back. Their time's up. We have to wait and see, and maybe it means war. That's all it means. Don't overcomplicate it, but just know about it. Don't be walking around here thinking like, it's whatever. This is a war that's been going on. It hadn't just occurred last night. It ain't just happened 3 days ago. It ain't even happened a year ago in their so-called year spell. This is a war. Oh my goodness. Damn, that shit hurt. Oof. But this is a war that has been going on for a while, bro. And you got the same niggas that are at war, right? Let me show y'all something. Ooh, we're gonna get deep. We're gonna get a little deeper. Okay, y'all know Kris Jenner, right? Y'all know Kris Jenner. Kris Jenner. And let me tell y'all something about Kris Jenner. Okay? Now, a lot of people might just think, oh, she just in the Jennifers and bullshit, and, you're not taking it seriously. Guys, do you know this lady right here, bro? Let me show y'all something. Do you know this lady right here, bro? She is probably one of the most powerful witches in Hollywood right now. She still has to go operate and attend to somebody, right? She still has to take orders from somebody. Her, Beyonce, like, bro, look. This is an evil witch, bro. A very powerful evil witch. If you're not really protected spiritually, this girl could put you in spells, bro. But, like, don't let the Medea fool you. You feel me? Look, Kris Jenner. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Do you know anything about CERN? Yes, actually, I do. I'm glad you brought that topic up. So CERN is nothing but like a portal. You feel what I'm saying? So obviously these people, the reptilians, the Pleiadians, in order for them to get into this so-called planet in the Caucasus Mountains, that's how they got here, through a worm portal. I can't even, if that fucking accent came out, oh my gosh. But they came through a portal, which is called CERN. And these same people still have the little thing called CERN. They still have it. That's why they're able to leave in and out. They can't leave anymore, right? That's what the corona was about. They can't leave anymore. They can't leave this. They can't leave this dome. But they still have a portal called CERN that they enter in and out of. Who do you think they report to when they enter? Like, it's a real thing. It's portals, stargates, the rainbow. That's another. There's a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just learning this along the way. But yes, I do know about CERN. These motherfuckers, them niggas been using hella technology, which we been had all the technology, nigga. Even the pyramids of Giza, even all these pyramids that these niggas are speculating and seeing. First off, nigga, we literally had energy towers that were beyond their fucking comprehension. They fucking blew them bitches up. And look, we have to pay for fucking light and energy. When energy's free on this planet, it's still connected, but, they're not going to tell you that. Even Vegas, they have mountain ranges. Colorado, there's Georgia, the Substain Mountains. Like, there's a lot of mountain ranges and a lot of shit that's still connected to this energy that still gives us power. But they got you believing that you turn on your light on every day, CPS and all this shit. The whole time they get the energy from the ground, which is below us is Vegeta. And that's another thing, right? Vegeta. That's where the lightning bolt. Anyways, a little deep. But look, let me just give y'all this. So Kris Jenner, right? Powerful witch. Very, very powerful witch in Hollywood, right? Do y'all remember what is it? Oh my goodness. See, he was like a transgender. Bruce Jenner. Now remember Bruce, how he looked, bro. This is what I say, evil witch. Evil witchery is crazy. Just look. Look what they got somebody that was originally a regular man, doing his thing. He was like in the track Olympics, doing his thing. Converted them to be a whole and switch over. Okay? This is just reality, bro. Look at this, bro. Look at this photo. Look. A gold medalist, bro. Doing his thing. And yeesh, man, these photos don't get any better, man. These people are not even, they don't even get any better, right? I'm only saying this, right? I'm only bringing this to y'all attention is because a lot of your so-called celebrities or people that we even try to look up to and things like that, like, they're part of the fucking gimmicky bullshit game, too. They're not really there for our best interest the way you think they are. But just because they're making music and they're making monies and millions off their music, what's the message being said in their music? That's what a lot of niggas... Hold on. That water good, nigga. I'm just saying. But, they have a lot of people that just think, oh, these niggas are for us. They making music, making money off all of our asses, nigga. Listening to this shit. I'm a victim to it, nigga. I'm not perfect, nigga. You know what I'm saying? No, not yet. They want to open ancient seals which are closed for at least 12,000 years ago. So, and I already told you, bro, time is not real. As they say, let these motherfuckers tell it. We've been whooping the ass in the astral realms anyways. I'm not going to get too far into that because some things, you got to keep on the P, right? Got to keep on the P and down low. But we've been fucking these niggas up. Ever since Corona, Crown of the Sun, which COVID stand for a certificate of vaccine ID. That's what that was about anyway. So if you got jabbed up, nigga, and they got your ass, there's going to come a point in time where niggas ain't going to be ready for it. And I don't want to scare niggas, but I'm just being real with niggas. And niggas still think it's a hoax and joke. And it's crazy how they pushed it. You see what I'm saying? They were trying to fucking cram it in niggas. Like, they were going door to door at a moment in time, nigga. Like, they were cracking down for a little vaccine, nigga, for some bullshit. Nigga. Like, I remember back in the day when you got a cough, like, achoo, nigga, you got a little achoo. Nigga, your ass still went to work, nigga. Get the fuck. Now you do, like, now, back in the day, you do not, COVID, oh my God, COVID. Like, what? Huh? And then y'all make a vaccine in less than a fucking year? What the fuck? And you got niggas like celebrities, Autobots and sitting like this. They can't give me the shot. It's okay, guys. It's safe. Don't be afraid. This is when y'all remember. Don't be afraid. To take initiative. Do your research. This is just trying to protect the community. Y'all remember these fucking robots niggas talking on the goddamn news about all this goofy ass shit. Why would you guys think that niggas try to push it that hard? I ain't get that shit. And for niggas that did... I don't know, man. Take some medicine. Do something. Don't just sit with that because I'm going to tell y'all something, bro. They did this for an agenda. Like, bro, look at this dude. This was a nigga at one point. Like, y'all, this was a dude. And y'all think the magic world, the magnetic realms, y'all niggas think that shit don't exist. Yet these same motherfuckers that are producing the music, they're producing everything on this fucking matrix on the magnetic realm. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? These niggas just manipulating everything, bro. And I heard about Epstein too. Epstein's Island, the files. Like, these niggas be pissing me off because this is all shit niggas been talked about. The Epstein files. And come to find out, this nigga's a fucking rapist, pedophile. The same shit these fucking representatives are on. He was just the leader. Alpha 1, A1, they so referred to him as. I'm just saying. Alpha 1. So he controlled the whole scheme. So of course he's gonna get away with most of the fucking fuckery. I'm just saying. It's like you being a group of niggas and you're the head leader of controlling the fucking, I don't know, controlling the book bags, right? So you're the only nigga that's able to control all the book bags. So picture that with this nigga, okay? And he's a reptilian. This nigga been here since the jump. He's been here in the fucking beginning, They cut off. They cut a lot of our people off from the universe. This is what I'm saying, bro. They have done so much fuckery to our people, man. Nigga, our people lost avatars. Even though we never die, obviously, we're always gonna come back. But nigga, we lost avatars just trying to not look at this construct you see today. We lost avatars upon avatars upon avatars. We never die though. But our avatars get lost. We have more avatars, but that one gets, gets bipped. That's just how it is. Because death ain't real. They want you to believe death is real, so they think you have to come back here and go to the so-called light to reincarnate to come back here. No. We're too quick on our feet here. No. We know the deal already, okay? You're going to the moonlight. There's scientists. They're going to see you like this. Cool. This soul and spirit don't remember shit. Let's wash all its memories, all its souls, and send it right back down here. Now you pop up. You're like, yo. Like you're a newborn. So you don't know what's going on. But they get a lot of motherfuckers like that, though. That's just how it goes. Two things, which is hate and garlic and rose water. Bro, that's facts. And these are the real vampires. Sorry, there's like a fucking thing fucking fun. But bro, the real vampires, bro, you know how pale these people are? They have yet to see a day of sun outside. They live in the mountains. They live underground cities and towns that are that are under your cities and towns. They're talking about underground for days. They live those type of areas. You never see them. Never see them. You never see these people. You never see these people, bro. And they drink all the blood. Why do you think the whole point of Epstein's Island even came up anyways? I'm just giving y'all knowledge for the fucking thyself. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest. The reason why they had to traffic these many children and take away these children and kill these children and eat these children, Pizzagate, he wasn't even well known. He wasn't even well known until he got into the whole Pizzagate scandal. But he was a regular person. They tried to demonize, but in the astral realm of things, anciently, they already knew who the fuck this nigga was. The higher-ups knew who he was, nigga. Reptilian, shapeshifter. Knew exactly what body he had to come back into and what role he had to play. But to the regular eye people, regular dude, regular Epstein, not too much about the guy. And then come to find out he has all this access to all these kids that he could eat and send out to all of his representatives, all of his peers that are obviously reptilians, Pleiadians that have to eat on this so-called energy. And it's mainly your black and Latino kids. I'm just being honest. I'm just going to be straight up. They only get energy from us because we have life, what is called carbon. And this is what they feed off of, and this is what keeps them alive and keeps their adrenochrome going, get their energy flowing. That keeps them alive, especially on our planet. The sun beaming every day. They can't take the heat, so they have to do different mechanisms to stay away from everything because they know this is our shit. But they're really good at it, though. They're really good at manipulating and misconfiguring and putting lies on top of lies and putting truth in between just to throw the reader or viewer off. But if you're not able to catch up with it, or you're not able to read it and like beep beep, beep beep, like a little bus. If you're not able to do that, it's like they got your ass because you're just gonna believe the lies and the stories that they have told to you, the viewer watching. But if you remember who you are, you never have to go outside of yourself. All this you remember, but when you look into it, it's like, oh, it does make a lot of sense though. Everyone's on this same agenda, just trying to get money, trying to get fame, and just selling their whole life away to it. And then if they retaliate, now their family's involved, and now their loved ones involved, and they have to pay the price for everything that they committed to. Remember, guys, Zeus or Satan, he gives blessings out too, but he gives them without your permission so you can ask questions later. Never forget that shit. Okay, you get blessings from the ancestral, the Most High. You get blessings from them, and you get blessings from Satan as well. He blessed you without any permission, but it makes you ask questions later. That's what Satan does. That's a fact. So now you run that through your brain and think how many blessings that you got that wasn't even from the ancestry, it was from Satan because it made you ask questions later. Bless you without your permission at all, but made you look back, made you ask more questions. That shouldn't be the case. Because when you're aligned, everything intertwines, everything makes sense, right? You're in connection with one. You're one of everything. Source, ancestry will respect that the most because you understand and respect thyself. You remember who you are, which amplifies almost everything around you because that's authenticity, just being who you need to become, not some of these people that are painting you that you want to become. These false idols, these false people that we want to become, you shouldn't become, but they're going to paint the agenda you have to become like, you know. Yo, what are we talking about today, man? We talking about to remember who you are, family. Spouse out to you, Kaden. We just, you know, we discussing a lot right now. Kind of dove in and out a little bit, you know, talked about the great Chicago fire, how that was a lie, right? Obviously, that was our people getting burnt and they built cities right on top of the dead bodies just to harness the energy there, just being real. But if you read the story on it, a lady dropped her lantern, it's all lies, okay? And then we found out that, oh shit, in the whole Midwest, it was the Illinois Confederacy. Oh shit. Whole time the Illinois Confederacy was the fucking a badass fucking tribe, nigga. That they're called Indians. When we're not Indians, we are the native people of this planet. They let them tell it. Indigenous people, they just get this from Indian. They're not slick. They're not smart. Oh my God. Wonder Woman. You name Wonder Woman. They just pondered and wondered about how she's able to fly and do her abilities and do the things she's do. They just pondered and wondered, but this is Wonder Woman. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There is no reincarnation. It's you in different realms. It's like yes and no because different realms exist. Because if you know about numerology, or if you want to label that we're literally on Atlantis. So there's literally realms above us and below us. But this whole realm in itself is called Planet Kai or Planet Tiamat. But if you're not doing your quest, or you're not doing your soul's purpose, if you're not coming down here to do what the fuck you needed to do, you might get sent back here to do it again. That's just real. And that's going to be upon your soul because you chose to come down here, nigga. We all have past lives, but we don't remember those past lives because we got so induced and, you know, right, this is my only life. I only here one time. You've been here before. You got called an old soul before. That's not new. You know, they call you an old soul because they definitely around you from past lives. We been here. I've been here. We been here. Okay? Okay, the younger souls are mainly the older ones. I repeat, the younger souls in a generation are usually the older ones. That's just being real. You know what I'm saying? CERN, they want to bring back three-headed reptile from ancient ceiling or a closed gate. That's why the Lions portal was important too. If you guys remember 8-8, the Lions Gates portal, that was a very important time too. Because a lot of people are unlocking a lot of stuff inside of their DEA. They're actually tapping into their you know, their calling, bro. Because like I told y'all, the planet's been waking up, bro. But a lot of this shit is happening now. So I just want you guys to be more aware of it and more tapped into this type of knowledge, bro. You know? But like I said, guys, a lot of this shit you guys already know. I'm bringing it to the light, but a lot of people already know this type of concept. You feel me? Even in Revelations, the Bible even talk about their downfall of their empire that they have built up and everything. And that fucking white blonde lady with the fucking quilt or whatever crowns, the fucking 12 crowns of the fucking so-called sun. You know what I'm saying? Like they put analogy, but remember, King James hired 100 scholars to write the Bible. So they're going to put their thou, shy, they. They're going to throw niggas off and that shit anyway. But you have to understand and break that shit down too. Like 12, which is what? 12 of the what? Universes, right? There's 9 universes and 3 alternates, which equals 12. And that's every type of realm that you see right now that's going to come back. And remember, the moon was underneath their feet. The moon was underneath their feet, which means the demise of what they call the unnatural of this land, the unnatural of this planet. The moon. The moon's not natural to this fucking planet. This is created by fucking so-called Zeus or Yakub or Barduk or Prometheus. Go back so many names, but the same motherfucker. It's the same guy. Created a moon, created his own little planet with 2 moons called the Nern. And that's where human beings come from. That's a whole nother thing. That's where human beings come at. The wolf, the dog, and not the dog. The wolf, the pig, the lemur, and the stub-nosed monkey. All them niggas got combined, got spliced with animal genetics, and also got DEA. And here they come like Nathaniel Thal savages. And then that was supposed to be Yakub's original slaves. Of the original slaves. But they got too out of hand. They got out of line. So you had to kill a couple of them. Send them off to so-called Egypt. No demons get to your head. It's not even about even demons getting into your head. It's the fact that you understand they still exist. They're still around, you know? Like, remember, what's the 4 phases of matter? Solid, liquid, gas, and plasma energy. You're on the solid right now, right? Everything appears to you as solid because it's vibrating what? Oh, shit. I didn't want to connect that. But it's vibrating so slow. This is the only reason why everything appears as solid. But as you go in frequency, right? You have water, right? What was it? Right? You got water, right? You got water, right? You have the gas realms, right? You got the gassy realms, and then you have after that what's called plasma energy. So Hypothetically, no matter what you do, when you raise your frequency, you're going to see more activity. Okay, because you're not in your senses anymore. You're not in a physical body. When you're in a physical body, you're only able to see the third density for what it is. But when you raise your frequency inside of your elemental body, because inside of here is the true space, you're going to able to understand that you're able to inhabit a lot of abilities, but they don't want you to tap in to those abilities because that's where they got your sexual chakra at, or what they want to call the root and sacral energy of yourself, your sexual energy, right? Porn everywhere for free. They want you guys to be lusting every day. And I'm telling you this because back when I was a kid, bro, I had a terrible addiction to pornography, a terrible addiction to the point where niggas couldn't live without it. But then once you realize, like, bro, this is how they harness a lot of the God species or the high vibration human being species, which are labeled kings. That's how they got a lot of them stuck because they have this so accessible. But realize, like, that's your most potent energy, your sexual energy. And then you build the Kundalini energy in your spine, right? Goes to the vertebrae of your crown and hits your pineal. It's like anything you think of and everything you say is just gonna manifest faster if you had ringing in your ears. Yeah, I had ringing in my ears today too, actually. That's crazy you say that. That's not a spiritual sign too. That you're tapped in, you're here. You're here. And you're able to see the fuckery these niggas have been doing. And it's like, your soul's just not gonna let that up. Your soul forgot because it has been indoctrinated. I repeat, your soul only has been forgotten because your soul has been indoctrinated. So, AKA that had been bleaching your soul of bullshit, lies, and mockery, fuckery, things that's not adding value. They just dumped a whole dose load on your ass, and there you are, just shaking all of it off. You're like, okay, what the fuck? Like, damn, okay, whoa, I see this part of my skin. Well, damn, I see this. You start to figure out a lot of bullshit because they have been drowsing you with so much lies, bro. Bro, the lies actually have been out of pocket to the point where it's like you just get fed up when you do research. It's like, here we go. We're just going down Lie Nation live on TV, right? The lies are live on TV. Like, it's not going anywhere, you know? Last night, hey, what's going on? Still brain rot, what's going on? Not even any of Asian are earlier than Egyptians, bro. That should tell you right there. We have been here. We always been here. They just labeled us so many different fucking names. That's how they fool the whole world and make us believe we're all separate from all of each other when we're not. First, we were the gods and the goddesses. Point blank, period. Then we fell in frequency a little bit. Okay, we fell in frequency, right? Okay, boom. Okay, Renata's down. Now we're indigenous, right? We are indigenous, or they want to label us Indians or whatever the case may be. Okay, then we lowered the frequency more a little bit. Then they got us separated, believing we're now called Seminole, Cherokee, Incas, the Illinois, bro, the fucking what is it, the Chinko. There's a lot of the what is this? I don't know. I go verbatim, right? Look, y'all can read this for yourselves. It all up in the Midwest, all sovereign tribes. This is all up in the Midwest. All this in the Midwest. Look, all this in the Midwest. Minnesota, Upper Sioux Community, Sioux Falls, bro. You see what I'm saying? This is just real life. But they got you believing we're separate from them. And then they went from Seminoles, the Floridians. Now, if you're a Latino or a black brother, you're labeled a Floridian. And then after that, they got us getting lower and lower and lower. And now we're just black African Americans or Latin American, or we're just Haitian, or we're just Cubans, or we're just Dominicans, or we're just Puerto Ricans, or we're just Jamaicans, or we're just this, and we're just that. All these Spanish names, right? All of these so-called Latin language. And Latin is literally a love language, right? So that's how they fool niggas with that. God is all separated when we all should be in unison. That's the key. And niggas really, really want to talk about it, but niggas don't ever want to try to be about it because it's so hard nowadays. You got online, you got the media, you got people having all these different opinions, not seeing the bigger picture, right? Niggas are worrying about the micro minutes instead of seeing the bigger alignment. They're worrying about the micro minutes. We don't have time for that. You have to see what's really happening in the foresight of things. You feel me? That's what niggas don't see. Niggas to see the now, but Look what's happening, that's been happening, that's causing the now. That's going to continue to happen if we don't fix what's going to be forth to come. I'm just saying. We were just preparing. We're just trying to figure this out because it's an ancient thing, and there's so many malevolent beings that's coming after us, trying to attack us, trying to throw us off our square. We have people that have been vaccinated, right? No offense to them, but they have some people that are called the Walking Dead, right? They're just there just to kind of get infiltrate or get insight on you, try to think and try to do everything you try to do and try to get in your head, trying to throw you off your game. You know, you just gotta be very aware of these people. A lot of energy succubuses, right? Energy, as in they drain your energy. They just want your energy. You know what I'm saying? That's all they care about. You feel me? We can't lose. We already won. That's a fact. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Niggas already knew. Niggas already knew what time it was, gang. But it's just more crazy on the fact that peace to you guys. I'm glad you tapping in. You feel me? Hell yeah. But I'm just saying, like, a lot of niggas that, you can see it too when you walk around. People got vaccinated, bro. Niggas, bro. You just look, they're on the eyes, gang. Our families out there, trust me. Our families there, but some niggas are not there, even though you think and when we think and believe they're not there because they're still getting obeyed and getting put with the system. They're still with the system. Gang. We got niggas that are still trying to get their word out, but they can't because of the system. And you already know about the system. It's really beamed at us to not even win in that aspect of it. I'm not listen. We already know at the end of the game we good. We know what I'm saying. We transcend, nigga. We straight and go back home. Like we good. But right now, I don't know, man. We I don't know. Nigga, still Federal Reserve, Uncle Sam, taking my bread. You owe this, you owe that. Damn, nigga, like I ain't even. What the fuck? But Sally does owe this, and then Timothy owes that, and then Chad owes this, and Alexandra owes that. But we have to be fighting each other, right? Niggas are in competition. It's crazy. And then you look back at the fucking bully, like, oh shit. The bully, the nigga, the bully is right there. But niggas are scared of the bully. Oh, and turn around and bro, nigga, if we all just take a minute, damn. So we all got the same enemy. He all been pimping us. We've been getting pimped. Business, right? You have your own business, no business. Work for them, don't work for them. You're still getting pimped. But as I said, micro minutes to bigger picture. You have to see the difference. The micro minutes is gonna be like this. Oh, Freddie, you know this, you know that. You have to do this way, this certain way, that certain way. That's cool and all, but if we just get to the bigger picture, we could dismantle the micro minutes. The micro minutes wouldn't even exist. You know, the micro minutes wouldn't even exist. Wouldn't even be real. Because we took care of the bigger fish to fry. We took care of the bigger nigga. We took care of it. Their time's up, bro. Told y'all COVID, what is it? Certificate of vaccination. ID. You don't got it? Well, they're trying to take as many of them as they can. Bill Gates too. Same dude, bro. That nigga, man. That nigga, bro. He's been here too many lifetimes too, bro. And that's not even real him too, because he died. It's like, these niggas are just getting upset, bro. Do you understand that? Like when you're a carbonated person, like you niggas know, like these niggas know, bro. And it's not something that it's just these niggas know. Like all of us went through a lot of trauma. Remember, not the physical avatar, but the soul and spirit inside of this physical avatar have experienced multiple. Like, bro. The buck breeding is a real thing. Niggas don't want to believe that either. Them niggas been fucking with us, bro. But see, they made us forget. Oh, just get entertained. Niggas don't research. Just watch bullshit all day, eat bullshit food all day, laugh, and while your life just passed. Like, we're not doing that. We're taking our laptops. We're using y'all shit against y'all like y'all did us, right? We're just using it against y'all now, right? That's how y'all did us anyways in the beginning, and we're just gonna use it against y'all. So this is what this means. And they try to demonize voodoo too. Oh, voodoo is behind saints and behind this. Even though my background, remember, None of this shit matters. Haitian, Jamaican, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, we're all the same, right? Peace to y'all, right? But at the same time, just to give y'all a little bit of a drop, but bro, my background, my parents are Haitian, IET. What? Francis Macadel, Daddy Bookman, like these motherfuckers, they're not voodoo priests, and it's named out for a reason, but they made our people scared of our own culture to keep submitting to their agenda, their plan. And they get nervous. They get a little wowsy. I'm just saying. Damn, they tapping into their culture again, man. They're not going, they ain't going, these niggas ain't going for it. Cause we're not. You know what is crazy too? It's like we all played the other side, you know? Like, I'm not going to sit here and act like I woke up one day and I just start talking and learning and trying to see. Because I was asleep too at one point. I didn't know what the fuck was going on here. Wasn't paying attention in school. Niggas cry because they failed the PSSAs when that never mattered. I was so lost in the matrix. Y'all niggas have no idea. But that goes to show you, like, once you do homework and do research on yourself and you tap in with yourself, you understand numbers, you understand numerology, you understand the angels speak through numbers and numerology, and you understand that it taps you into something even deeper than what you can fucking even comprehend sometimes. Damn, so I was born 3, 4, 2. Okay, adds up to the number. Adds up to the number 9. Of course, I chose my family. I chose these people, so they chose my name. I already knew my name was going to be, so Freddie Pierre Louis adds up to the number 9. You know, and then we're on the 9th universe. Okay, all right. 9th planet. Okay, all right. But I'm just saying, though. I'm starting with 9 ether beings. I'm just saying, though. And anywhere I go, anytime I do it, anywhere I step foot at, these angel numbers will come to me like if it's actually crazy. But that's an energy. That's something that you're tapped into. Because not the regular person is able to see numbers like that. I'm just saying, maybe you're the same person. You see it like almost every goddamn day of your fucking life. But that's not a coincidence. It's giving you an access or giving you signs and clues. And I guess you could say visions, right? I mean, they could mean visions too, because it's still directing you and aligning you in the right path. But there's archangels, angelic angels, like there's a whole bunch of that shit too. Guardian angels, holy shit. But, you know, all this shit exists. Everything is intertwined. Everything is interconnected. Intergalactic, internet, inner space. Everything is going to be within you, but they're going to paint it like it's without, which everything is outside of you. Neoplatonic thought, when niggas believe that everything was outside of oneself, when that is not the case. Then you praising false idols outside of yourself when you're the person that should be praised within. But they got you doing everything without instead of going within. But that's called an agenda. I think a lot of us got to get used to them knowing that these are agendas being placed at hand. And it's all targeting us, the Black and Latino people. I mean, who else is it targeting? I mean, it's hitting the white people, the regular Caucasian people, but they're like palm piece in their eyes, right? We can't speak on their behalf because we're not in their shoes right now. We're speaking on what they see, the elite, what they're seeing against us. They see that they're a fucking palm piece, or they get them like this. All right, they're not going to know shit. Leave them right here. They're not going to know shit. All right. So they're the palm piece. They're just getting ate up, and we got the gods and goddesses here that are just getting fucked up every day, but they're in their way so they can't get to us. It's like a plan being done, an agenda. They have cops surrounding every city, every state, every country, every access way. They have people patrolling the land that they took from us, but they try to keep you so away from the higher ups, because the higher ups we don't see every day. The higher ups are never in these rooms. We never see them because they're bigger energy. They're more energy than we could think of, but they're there though. They're not better than us. They're not greater than us. They'll never rise over us, but they exist. But since school didn't teach you shit but just how to become an employee and be a fucking slave all your life, they haven't shown you the real. They haven't shown you the real life people that you're going to see. Benevolent beings that's in your dreams or in the real world, right? I'm putting quotation marks on both because everything's an oxymoron, bro. A lot of this shit you see is, and it's like that's how they threw a lot of us off. I was really thinking in school natives were separate from us, but they're us. They just gave us false fucking imagery and false people that they want us to see that was us when it really wasn't, because they knew that if they saw us in the beginning that was getting slaughtered and they called us the indigenous people and kept giving us the real paintings, do you know how much speculation and how much fucking rage will be in the fucking community? Do you know how much people will get shot up like in a blink of a fucking second if niggas is instantly started to remember what the fuck was going on? But they can't have that. Of course they can't have that. So they're gonna manipulate it even more to keep niggas in this false fucking light code. I'm just saying. That's how they have it. That's how they have this construct built around. That's all it is. The real ones, listen, y'all. The real ones see it. The real ones know what's going on. We're not getting fooled with the bullshit. We see it for what it is. But there are still individuals that have yet to see anything for what it is right now. They're still lost in the code. Can't save everybody, but they're still there. People are still getting lied to because that wasn't the case. Do you know how many schools should be shut down and literally not being reopened ever again? Every school. But they all have to go by what is called a curriculum so they can feed their family. So if they don't go by the curriculum, they're fired and they can't feed their family. So, of course, they got to keep the agenda moving. Because remember, as fast as they got you, they can replace you too and then get you and get another person just in a blink of an eye. Like you never existed. But this is who we give our life to, right? This is who we give our trust to, our funds to, our dedication to, our faith to, our life force to. We give it to these same motherfuckers. I'm just saying. From the moment you rise out of your bed, from the moment you go right to what is called the rest period. They want all of your energy because that's the most potent, your own energy. And they want you focused on everything but yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy, man. Like, you have to just put that away. Put all the bullshit aside. You know, put all the bullshit aside, bro. You know? Yeah, on it. Once we stop, it's over, bro. Bro, shit reflect. Yeah, bro. But that's all it comes down to. It's a realization, man. That's it. It's not about nothing else. But people are so caught up in being jealous, which is emotions, is energy and motion, which is not even your own emo. It's not even your own motion. It's not even fallen angel that does that, right? But they got you just in all the lower vibrations. They just want you stuck. I can't anymore, bro. There's too much like truth that niggas are not doing. Like niggas are just waiting. And this is something that bothers me, right? This is something that gives me and rubs me the wrong way with a lot of people that I've met in my past, okay? And people can vouch for this too. When they say opposites attract, that's a lie. I don't know who said that and who ran off with that and made us believe that was true too. But no, because if they're polar opposites, do you know how difficult it's going to be to get you guys on the same page? Because, bro, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. If one person is understandment and the other person isn't, and you guys try to get together, do you know how much of a feud that's going to become? I'm just saying. This person has one belief, this person's another, and they all try to come together and try to make it, bro. It's just not gonna. It's just the same way they try to buck breed and try to cross genetic. We modify, they call it, or cross. What is it? There's a word for it. And I don't wanna bruise the word, but there's a word for it. They're crossbreeding. There we go. Niggas got so hip that niggas is crossbreeding. This Caucasian and a goddess, or a god and a Caucasian. It's like, yo, bro, that shouldn't even happen. But we got to a point in time where, you know, they want us to hate our own kind and not go back to our own kind and make it seem like our own kind is so nasty, so ghetto, so disgraceful. But this is why they got the puppets. Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Gorilla, Megan, which is a whole nigga, but Megan, all preaching the same bullshit, bird brain ass shit every single day. Fuck niggas and get money. And have one nigga just basically giving you the pound town and that's it. Like, what type of message is that? But then you got Dreezy, the real Dreezy, not the one that got killed, cloned, or replaced. We're talking about the real Dreezy, right? The real one. You know, she was talking that shit. You know, 6 Black, Kodak, the goats. Shit crazy, man. But they good though. They not too far. You know what I'm saying? But it's the truth though. It's like, damn, they're not talking about shit anymore. They're just talking about bullshit all day. Twerking. Get me some money. Like, bro. Just to degrade the black women even more. The black original God, just to degrade them even more. It blows my mind how, like, there's so much information and then you still see people that just don't want to tap in. It's all good. Don't even waste your time. Literally, people are here to drain your soul. But I'm just getting back with the semen retention, or keeping your energy, rather. Because I told y'all, I had a bad addiction to porn back in the day, but I'm just getting back on topic. I don't want to lose y'all, but I'm just being real. Keep that energy to yourself. There's gonna be people that are gonna try to boost your head. You're handsome. Oh, you look good. Oh, this. Oh, that. This. You're a beautiful man. You're this guy. Like, they're gonna throw everything at you, gang. And it gets to a point where it's like, bro, you can't even care for that low. You can't even, because you wanna ascend. Listen to me. And a lot of people that are struggling with this is not ascending or not able to rise because they got them like in a, like Mike Tyson in a fight. They got you in a chokehold. They got you in a chokehold, nigga. Like, bro, they got niggas. A lot of these people that don't realize sometimes, like, they keep wasting their energy, and not trying to build it. They got niggas in a chokehold right now because, like, they just got you stuck in this one reality whole time, though. You just jumped that. You just jumped the gun. You jumped that? Like, bro, you jump it? Yo, bro, like, man, life is good. Life is great, man. Life is something that we should really try to embody and really enchant. But, we have, fucked up societies and fucked up roles that niggas don't want niggas to follow, man. Like, how you gonna talk about Chicago like that and y'all niggas literally burnt the bodies and put the fucking city over that? So that makes you wonder, like, damn, how many more cities and towns and whatever that they burnt and is built over or killed and built over? Practically almost every single one that you see on the called US motherfucking A map. Which they lied about too. They lied about everything. And it's like, whoa, I can't get too jiggy, but they oh shit, but they lied about everything. They literally lied about it all. At all. And sometimes, right, like, there be days I don't want to go live. There's days where, like, fuck, man, I just too much this information was taken in. But, like, there's days like this where, like, I'm glad I went live. I'm glad I put my camera on and just talk to my knowledge, just talk to what I see and I know. I don't talk about nothing else I don't know, because I'm not bringing up basketball, the NFL, bringing up the characters and that, because I don't know them. I mean, I see them, but I don't know. I know what I know is that I'm tapped in. We're tapped in. Conscious goddess. No, you're smart. No. You are smart, because remember, this is an intertwinement. This is an intergalactic thing. We're in this together. Remember, I am you. You are me. There's no separation, peace, reflection. I repeat, I am you. And you guys heard this. I am not the first to say it. I am not the first to say it. I don't want to make it I am not, but it's still a real saying. I mean, we are the same. We are one. We are one. We are one. We are one. One, bro. I had to hate my goddesses, and goddesses have to hate the gods, and it's like, damn, and then they got us crossbreeding with other people. And then degrade. It's all about degradation, like Kim, Lil Kim. There's so many artists too that gave us the mic, nigga. Gave us the drop, but they don't produce them like that no more. They don't give us that. They give us Gorilla. Yeah. I'm not gonna act like I don't know. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Making us do dance his whole time took the whole planet from us, though. In the original, remember, 72 Titans inside of you and 72, of the other side. 144,000. Come on, gang. Like, this is just what it is. And a lot of people still can't visualize and see things for what they are because they're not into anatomy. They're not into metaphysics, quantum physics. Remember, I was a person that was against everything. I'm going to give y'all a funny story time, actually. I don't know if y'all are still hearing it. This is funny story time. So my brother, what I'm saying? This shit's so obvious, crazy. The majority is still asleep. I'm saying, guys, I know. Like, I be seeing people, like, obviously I go on walks, I go to the gym, I be out, obviously, and I get people to drop, I get people the whole acronym, I get people exactly what they need to know, and they're like, yo, what the fuck, oh my God, bro, like, they be feeling good, and like, yo, every time I come around, man, the energy's like, it's all energy, bro, and that's what they did, and people need to tap in, but it's crazy, yes, people still don't see, like, bro, you are being attacked. Anyway, let me give y'all story time, right? I ain't forget to, like, story time, right? So, my older brother, right? So in my family, even my family crazy right now. I have 5 siblings, including myself. I'm the mid child, but I have 2 older brothers, right? And 2 younger brothers. This is crazy, right? Hold on. Telling you that water good. But just think about it, right? He was the type of dude that I look at him crazy. He was talking about third eye, this, and nigga. He was talking about extra. I didn't even know I didn't even know what this nigga was talking about. I'm gonna be real. I thought I lost my brother. I thought like, yeah, they got him. I don't know who got into his body, but somebody got him. Right? My dad found like some LSD tabs and shit, nigga. That nigga was going through it. Felt bad. I'm in a Haitian household, by the way. I'm making y'all like this. Niggas in a Haitian household, mind you. Niggas cook. Nigga, got no cause nigga, got no cause me see what's this? Like, nigga, they were straight tabs, and I'm over here sitting like, yo, gang, like, I'm like, what you doing, bro? Like, what is that? And he's like, this is LSD. He gave the whole vibe. I'm like, nigga, huh? I'm like, yeah, remember, I'm a full-on in nanobot technology, right? This is pre-2020. Remember, I'm just being honest. I was on the other side. Like, I get it. I know the deal. I see it. I'm like, yeah, this nigga lost his mind talking about some third eye around me. I don't know what this, I don't know where he's at. But then time started progressing. And then I'm like, you know what? Let me try to meditate. Let me just try to tap in with myself, right? Let me try to see if this is a hoax or a joke. I mean, we all been there. If this is a hoax or a joke. First, I thought it was placebo, but then after a little bit, I'm like, hold on now. Like, I don't know. My mind was clear. I wasn't tripping as much. Still dealt with bullshit, but I wasn't, as I was before. Then I went to my brother for more questions, but he was, they call them crash outs. He was crashing out bad. I couldn't really get the answers from him because he was a crash out. But sometimes those crash outs are very important. I'm not gonna die, but this is real, right? That I'm gonna get into him later. But like, he still showed me a sense of what this meant. But I took it into initiative and not. I wasn't the crash out. I didn't became him. I mean, come from the same mom and dad, but I ain't. I'm not crash. I do have crash out moment, but I'm not crashing out like that. The way he did, guys, is insanity. But what I picked up on was when he brought up the third eye, and then when I delve into the chakra points, I'm like, wait, root, sacral, solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye, nigga, your crown, right? There are 7 within us, which is like 7 spectrums of the fucking sky. Like, there's just so much, but that 7 dies in that. But we have over 100, but this is just physically. You feel what I'm saying? Like, damn, I really have to hold my, I really got to lock in. Like, I really can't just be out here, like, just blindly and aimlessly, Like, I really had to protect thyself because I understand my mission, but we all get close in doing different parts, side missions, bro, doing side quests, man. Like, this bullshit, bro. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not bullshit, bro, but it's like, we all know we shouldn't be dealing with it, but nigga, it's just bullshit. That distractions try to come up and creep on our ass, and we have to kick it away. And remember that we have to stay focused on thyself. You gotta remember thyself, remember what thyself wanted and what it always needed. But we all have forgotten. I forgot because I was looking at my own brother like he was a lunatic. But then when you start to dive deep, it's like, wait a minute. And look what I have here. This is not for no reason. I didn't like this. This is just real life. Now, that's the only thing that's been helping me go along my journey because I'm deciphering. I'm able to have spiritual discernment, and that's what that gives you. It's not a literal pineal gland. Nigga think I can take it out. It's within you spiritually because we're what? Multi-dimensional beings. I'm just saying. And no, I'm not the first to say any of this stuff, but I'm still giving y'all my perspective because I'm looking at it every day. I be in the crib, nigga. The laptop in hand sometimes. Think I got the water, bro. I've been doing regular, leg squats and shit for the gym, but I just be here, but I'm still looking at shit. I'm still trying to understand myself as well because at the end of the day, guys, this is our information. This is our thing. This is our shit. But I got to use their platform. I have to come on here and I don't know. I have to use something. You know what I'm saying? Just to give the word out. This picture, real life, niggas they be getting hype. The smiles, man, like I love it. It's energy. You know what I'm saying? It's a mixture of both, right? The more you get people on here, the more you could, we're in Texas, San Antonio, by the way, but we could cultivate and do some shit, but right now we just trying to understand thyself. That's the biggest thing. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. So as long as you educate thyself on the true history and not the whitewash one they gave us in school and ran off with, no, we went back. We went back. You're gonna hear the president went back. Where's the remote at? You know how you watch the movie? No. Look, we get back. We got to roll it back because weed has been grazing and just running over everything, and that's crazy, bro. And sometimes, y'all, like, I be quiet sometimes, I walk around because, like, there's a lot of shit that goes through my mind, bro. But I still want you guys to see the bigger picture, you feel me? To all y'all, man, you feel me? I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Peace to y'all, bro. Like, I got a, good amount of viewers in here, you feel me? But Don't forget your true essence of yourself. Don't forget why you're here, man. Like, man, black, and when they say black is beautiful, man, that's not like a, man, this shit crazy, bro. Like, even Tupac was saying that shit too. Blacker the berry, sweeter the juice, man. Darker the flesh, man. Like, man, that pigmentation, man, that shit runs so dark, man. Like, that carbonated, man, that carbon, man, is just so, it's so vibrant, man. It's so beautiful, man. It's so nice. It's everything, man. It's just everything, bro. It's just so beautiful, man. Like, I can't even explain it, and it's beyond their comprehension. They can't. What can David Hume? Yes, the person that tells you that it's beyond their fucking comprehension. What can David Hume talk about when they're not you? When they're literally human beings? What can David Hume tell you about you when he's not you? He's nowhere near you. And in fact, he can't even tap into what is called the astral planes or the astral realms or the etheric realms. He can't do that. David Hume, a human being, he can't do that. But if you go to his fucking analogy and his thought process on metaphysics just to scare you away from your true essence, he's going to tell you that it's beyond their comprehension. It's beyond your comprehension because you're not it. You're not us. You're not one of you're not one of us. You're not. A lot of people really see a lot of this information and think it's just for, like, not clout. I wouldn't say that, but people just do it for the wrong reasons. This is this information that's for all of us. And it's crazy how, like, they want us to hate each other. They want you to hate me. They want me to hate you. They want you to think I'm better than you because I have more money than you, or I live better than you, I have a better car than you, a better place I stay at, a better this than you, a better that than you. But that's just an all illusion, just to keep us further away from us coming as one, which is unison. Once we realize we're all the same, we all have dealt the same hand, this shit is completely over. You feel me? It's been over, but people are still questioning it, right? It's crazy, but people are still not really trying to believe it. Mind you, there's hella evidence that's showing you that what we know is what we know it is, not what we think anymore. This is what we know. Because this is everything we've been knowing, but you think you don't know because what they have done to you made you forget. You think you don't know because you forgot. But all you got to do is tap in and remember. That's all we all have came here to do, to help each other remember. Because when you remember, you gain the power back because they have robbed it from you, right? They robbed the energy from your fucking avatar. They have took all the energy and concorded it, or fucking just and tossed around it into their liking, into their manipulation on their reality. And that's how it's painting the imagery back in your face. You see what I'm saying? Hopefully that didn't throw you off, but that's just real life. I'm just being honest. They're just robbing and stealing your energy, but that's how they took everything from us, man. Lowered our guard, lowered our frequency. We're on the 33rd. Now we're on the 3rd, nigga, unless you pat back in and you get to 5, 6, 7, 8, and the list goes on. But we're at the 33 at our highest originally, naturally. They come here and we have to lower ourselves, blew our sun away. The Moors gave up the gig. When you say they, you mean others. Jelly Nudie, what you gotta allow me to do when I say they, right? I know I label a lot of the stuff I say as they. When I say they, I mean like the elite, the people that are so-called running this world, the so-called shadow government, the so-called people we can't see with these two eyes, the people that are not able to enter this type of realm without having to do a sacrifice. Like, when I say they, because they know who they are and they know what they have done. So they're not part of this type of construct, but they have built it for us to make it seem like it was never ours in the first place. Like I said, they've been robbing you of who you are for the longest, but this is the time for you to tap in back to who you need to become, or who you already are anyways, because like I tell y'all, they robbed everything from you. Ever since conception, they shot us up with nanobots, nigga, made us have all these foggy memories, right? Some of us didn't even go to our original families. They just brought us to regular different families, and you wonder why you're the black sheep in the family. You wonder why you're the only nigga in the family that's actually awoken and really sees the world for what it is. Everyone else is looking at you like, this nigga good, bruh. Nigga good, bruh. Nigga looking at him like, yo, bro, this nigga's tripping. What have you taken today? He has to be off the comethazine. Like, this is what they say to you because you're speaking out of line. You're speaking out of their so-called Aristotle fucking ideology, thinking you can't think outside of a box. I just thought outside the box. Now I speak like an alien, I guess. Talk money to some niggas, it's like alien talk. I guess. I don't know. Talk about the origin story about their true history, it's just alien talk to them. But then when the oppressor told them what it was, it's like harmony in their ears. That's terrible. But that's a spell that they have conducted and still want to predict them wrong. I mean, it's crashing. But I'm just telling y'all what it was, that what made you believe the shit that they're giving you. Because that's how they made a lot of niggas believe, off spells, nigga. Niggas is just randomly standing and pledging allegiance to a flag that always neglects us and don't give a fuck about us. But you're just aimlessly standing to the pledge of the allegiance of so-called America with 3 motherfucking Ks. Lady Liberty lied to niggas, you know, she wasn't even trying to be a good help. She was actually helping the niggas, you know, and then they have a statue of her now. Monuments of people that have helped in the so-called war of the colonization of them, so-called raping us, killing us, murdering us, slaughtering us, setting us on fire, doing everything in their power to get rid of us as species of people. But we never die, we always return. So they just killed off the avatars. That's all the fuck they did. And they know that's all they can do. So they're trying to build what is called transhumanism or AI that's going to try to, you know, overpower that type. But that's not going to work. We know what Elon Musk is on. We know what these niggas are trying to do. We're not dumb. We're not naive to the game. We see it. That's what they're trying to end up going by, transhumanism. I mean, that's what they're trying to aim for. Get the shot, guys. I'm just saying. Niggas just pushed an agenda hard down your throat just for jokes and giggles. I just sit here, y'all, and I just let myself just really absorb all this knowledge that I need to really see. I'm not here to really, you know, and I'm here, bro. Yes, bro. Yes. And outside of this, I do go to the gym. Yes, I work out, bro. Yes, I do what I got to do. I do trading. I try to stay out the mix, stay out the way. Yes, to try to make sure I'm still in an all right situation. You know, I'm just doing my part, learning the process, still doing what I got to do. But it's not going to stop me from knowing that the numerous of indigenous nations, you try to mix indigenous with natives. I'm just looking at this now, like, this is crazy. Like, they mix and match everything, but the whole time it's just us. That's it. But they can't give us that much beauty and that much credit. They can't give us that much glory. They have to have their hands in everything and think they are the originators of everything, which they are not. They are colonizers at most. They are fallen angels at most. Reptilians at most. Alpha Draconians at most. And they're able to jump body to body to body to body every single time. They're able to do so because that's what their programmer are able to do. Kris Jenner, right? Remember Kris Jenner, Bruce Jenner, which is Caitlyn Jenner now, I guess. Beyonce, Rihanna, Jay-Z, a warlock. We're not getting into the male side of it, but these are powerful people that run Hollywood still, that keep them in a fucking in a nuisance. And it's just like, and then you look at this, right? Look, Haitian, look at this. Look at Haitian voodoo. I'm just going to show y'all something because, well, they're all just typing voodoo, and that's what they're going to show. I don't even have to type in Haitian. I don't even have to type in IET. I got to type in voodoo, and it's going to give you Haitian voodoo. They're going to just shove it over there because they don't want niggas. Look what I tell y'all. Look what I tell y'all. Voodoo, right? Voodoo. You scroll down one time, instantly Haitian voodoo, right? I'm just gonna show y'all what I'm talking about, bro. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. I just typed in voodoo and they want to bring Haitian verse. Oh, come on, bro. Yo, Freddie, how long has this been? How didn't I get notified earlier? Bro, you gotta put the noti on, bro. The notification, man. You know, shit, man. If they're not giving y'all noties, I don't know, man. They put that bell on, man. You ain't gonna miss a thing. He's gonna let you know I'm going live. I'm here. I'm live. You know, definitely, bro. And hopefully you did catch most of it, but it's been a little long live. But I'm here, nigga. I'm speaking what I'm trying to tell because they're gonna put this around Catholicism, bro. Like voodoo's are now a religion. Now they try to paint it like if you start doing it, bro, you're dealing with different saints and Bro, and this is just not what it is, bro. That's not what it was supposed to be. And then they have to water it down and give you hoodoo, which hoodoo is the birth of everything. You feel what I'm saying? Trying to understand your breath, trying to understand a better diet, a better way of living. You know what I mean? And tapping in with yourself and all. But they want to think that Haitian voodoo, when I type in voodoo, just strictly started developing Haiti, 16th, 19th centuries. It's like, bro, you guys are demonizing everything you're seeing. And look, it says voodoo developed among Afro-Haitian communities amid the Atlantic slave trade. Now y'all bringing up the Atlantic slave trade and cahoots with so-called voodoo that y'all robbed the essence of us with. But they're going to lie here and say what? Its structures arose from the blending of the traditional religions of those enslaved West and Central Africans. When we're not Africans, it is not going to get past me. It's not going to get past me. But I don't want niggas to get fooled. But this how they fool a lot of niggas. No, just believe in our religion. You don't believe in this, you're going to have to kill you, man. They don't want none of us reverting back to our old ways and what we really used to do anciently in us, bro. Like, y'all don't get it. Like, they have robbed us. Police still patrolling. Niggas still going to work. Bills are still having to be paid. Physically, obviously, astrally, we kicking ass. Okay, but we're talking about where we're at right now, spiritually. Right now in the physical, right now. The Federal Reserve is still here. I discussed about John Hanson, the real first black president, and they don't bring him up at all in the textbooks. They just, water him down, scrub him like he never existed, just like everybody else. Got your ass believing it's Barack Obama. Isn't that Miguel, not Michelle, Miguel, Michael? Come on, gang. I'm talking about Michael. So Obama, so Obama was our first black? No, he wasn't. We had a lot of them, actually. But that's how crazy it gets. For the shit they don't tell you, that you have to dig up and find. It's like an eye-opener. But it really shouldn't be an eye-opener because we already knew these truths. But they hid the truth from us, and this is the reason why we're at where we're at today. Because we all remember, and we're all over like, oh, damn, well, now that you put it like that, nigga, like, bro, yes, like, this is what it is, nigga. No, this is what it is, nigga. And your soul can't unsee it. That's the key. You can't unsee this shit, bro. I'm talking about they murdered our ancestors. Not just kill. They tortured our ancestors. Blew up cities. Burnt down towns. Had what is called the Black Massacre. Niggas migrating from Georgia all the way to fucking Oklahoma. The Trail of Motherfucking Tears. Some niggas actually died on that walk. Later to find out it was actually the Cherokee that had to migrate all the way to Oklahoma, Tulsa. And then that's how the whole Black Wall Street got invented and got created by, brilliant, successful, right, Black African Americans, aka gods and goddesses, that were thriving in the business. And then they have these motherfuckers that come in and burn it down. They didn't have to kill it off because their hands are not in it. That's just how this shit goes. Freddie, gotta explain more simply. I don't know exactly what you're talking about. See, bro, I get it, man. Sometimes I know you gotta catch on, man. But if I want to simplify this, man, in better terms for you, bro, this is the easiest way I can simplify this for you, Ahmed. Okay, I got you right here, gang. I got you. This is gonna be the easiest way for you to understand what we're gonna be talking about from here on out. We're working out too. Like, we're gonna get into that, like other lives and shit, but we're healing. But this is what you gotta know. Okay, this is what you gotta know right now. The people that run this world, okay, people, plural, as in multiple entities that run this world, has this world on a chokehold, okay? They have them on a chokehold, okay? No matter if you're black, green, blue, red, purple, turquoise, aqua color, whatever the case may be, We are all dealing with the same war at hand here. Hold on. Hold on. Right? I think we all could attest and we all could agree that we all have to give taxes to the white man, to Sam. Uncle Sam, you got to give it every time, no matter where you work at, what business you own, how successful you talk about you are, or you're just starting from scratch. You have to owe the money to these niggas. Okay, we got like 3 things in common right there. What I'm preaching about, Adam, is the people that have dark pigmentation, which is the carbonated people on this carbonated fucking reality that we're seeing right now, which is planet, right? See, a planet, we call this place a planet, which is plain, and there's a T right after that. So it's plain Tiamat. That's this place right here, or planet Kai. We have people that are that created this planet. Right? We created this planet and she wasn't even finished yet. And remember, I told you the same motherfuckers that run the world are the same motherfuckers that came into our land and colonized our land and killed people while in the process of taking the land. Okay? And then they have to push textbooks and push their history, right? And make us believe that this was a whole crazy story of them just taking stuff from Indians and had African Americans and slaves, and they signed the Emancipation, and then we became all free and liberal, and we could do what we want and have what we please. And when you look up emancipation, it's just to be free by your hand and not really your mind, your conscience, and your soul. And now you're really thinking to oneself, like, damn, we're not really free, and that should make you question a lot of the other things that happen. So just to keep you up to date, bro, we're here together in unison to make sure we understand the enemy or the oppressor at hand. This is a known fact. This is a fact that can't be replicated because it's continuing still. We're just on different circumstances. So just to keep you in the loop, you feel me? I know I don't get caught up in giving you different words and shit, but I like the little community I'm growing and the people that I'm meeting, the people that I'm talking to, the goddesses, the gods that come in, and give their verdict, give them, give what they know. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I'm just being real. Oh shit, I'm gonna know. All right, there we go. Right? But let me know who's in here still. For me, drop a 9. I gotta make sure I'm still giving y'all everything y'all need to know, because no one's just gonna sit here and just talk. People do, but niggas are scrolling, gang. Niggas steady scrolling. Niggas are steady scrolling. I just have to make sure that we're all on the same page here, bro. I'm coming on here because this is real. This is real life. It's hitting me a little bit. Like it's getting to me. Like, damn, bro, like my last name is Pierre Louis. Damn, so one of my ancestors was a slave and that's was their last name, Pierre Louis. Shh. So I just want to hope and make sure y'all know and y'all see it, This is the generational war, man. This is a war that has been put on our people for a while. All right, I'm with you, but I have some questions. That's what I'm here, man. I answer all the questions, man. We're not opposed to nothing. We only state what we know, and what we don't know, we leave to the niggas that know. You feel me? That's just how we're gonna go. Okay? Because we understand that everyone's on different spectrums of the spiritual journey and their aspect of living, so we're not going to discredit anyone for not knowing what they should know or what they're about to find out. Right? We all have different, all different minds in here. You know what I'm saying? Different people coming in here with different type of spectrums on life. So definitely give a shout out to y'all, though. I feel like a lot of you guys, too, like, bro, giving hell of y'all a little shout out, man. Like, real shit. We here, though. We deep. We just talking about, this real shit, bro. And numbers, don't let numbers fool you, man. Like, it don't matter if it's 5 of us in here, 2 of us, or just a one-on-one thing, bro. If the message is getting across, that is the key. Aki. You feel me? That's it. That's all it is. That's the biggest thing in this, man. Just making sure the message is getting across. And sipping that yak water. It's something about white people that since black people are special, what about whites and other people? So let me decode this, right? So let me decode this for you. The reason why that saying goes, there's always something about the white folk, or there's always something about the Caucasian folk. Let me give and go back to the origin. This might be your first time hearing this origin story, but it's not. Just pay attention and hear me clearly. Okay? The human being race, which is your Caucasians, your Asians, your Arabs, your Dravidians, and your Mexicans, or your so-called Caucasian race, right? They were literally made in a petri dish and so-called a nerd, where Yakub, or you can say it with a J because Greek, Hebrew. There's no fucking J's. There's a Y, so it's Yakub, Prometheus, Barduk, Jesus. It's the same person, right? Which is our brother, but he created these people on that planet. So one day he conducted them on that planet. They became, savages. They became ruthless people. They became very ongoing, bro. And Zeus couldn't handle it sometimes, so he had to get rid of them, or some of them had to get sent to Egypt, which is an actual place, a planet, right? When I say it's not all your white people, you have to remember, bro. John Lennon, who else? Oh my god, my god. Okay. Mac Miller. Sorry, guys, I had a big ass but Mac Miller, John Lennon, Ozzy Oswald, right? A lot of these people, they were like vibrating high, right? They were having high vibrations. They were giving the high mighty word, but they're still Caucasian, right? That means their spirit is vibrating high. That means they're still able to grab the intellect. Remember, that pineal has to be declassified anyways to see the truths, and that's what's them, right? Okay. So when I say your white people, is not your middle class or the poor white people that you see, because those people go to work every day. Those people have to clock in, clock out. Those are your middle class and poor people. Those are the white people that I be trying to aim at or talk about. It's the elite, the hierarchy, the people that are in on it with the Alpha Draconians and the Pleiadians and the fucking, the Zeta Grays and the Octorians and the fucking insectoids and all these other extraterrestrials that they're in on the fucking gig. Those are the motherfuckers that we're aiming and talking about. But since they have this agenda in place, right, to make you believe that white people are superior over the black people and we have been enslaved under them and this is their planet, it gives them an ego. It gives them a way to say something without even saying something they don't even know, because whole time their ancestors has been fucking this planet over for a while. It's not their fault, right? There are the palm piece. A lot of them they don't even give a fuck about because they know they're gonna be gone up this matrix. They're worrying about us, the rise of us coming in unison, not because a lot of white people, if they're not trying to come into our side, it'll be nothing but against us, because they're going to be vibrating low and thinking this is their land, they're the colonizers, they took everything from us, they own everything. That's going to be on their soul. That's not going to be on us. But I need you to know the difference between those white people and the white people that are not even real, that are Mach 5 synthetic robots, that are literally clones, that are literally Pleiadians and shapeshifters that pose as white people, that pose as if they're one of them. And that's what they're best at doing. And that's what they're able to fool you to think that we're all one human race, which we're not. Pleiadians, all these extraterrestrials literally walk amongst us all the time. It's all in the eyes. You have to look, you have to see. But they don't want you to understand this type of knowledge, so they're gonna give you bullshit in school to learn and keep and harness. And then when you leave, you're like, I'm going in my pocket. I'm looking at what I learned, and goddamn, this ain't helping my rent. This ain't helping shit. You feel me? So I need you guys just to see little stuff like that, bro. Because I'm taking this in, and it just makes sense. It really is interconnected. A lot of the shit is interconnected, but a lot of the people are not going to tell you it is, because why would they do that? They want you to think you don't know shit. They want you to think you have nothing to offer, nothing to show for it, because they think you're nothing but a savage. In their history books, you're nothing but people that come from Africa, when Africa is really here and the other way is the other way around. It's literally an oxymoron. When the Mississippi River runs through, it runs through the Nile River as well, because this is Egypt. We're on the landmass right now in central, the way they want to call North America. Right, Phoenix, Arizona, you get to Africa right through there too. There's pyramids over there too that you could gaze out and see. There's pyramids in a lot of these places in Central America that they don't want you to figure out about, but people are having sightings, having seeings that is already here. In the so-called Egypt, they show us, they can't even tap into that type of technology. They can't even get into those access codes. That's not even the real. They took the real ones away. They took the ones that are energy towers, nigga. They took all real pyramids, nigga. They took all that away. They blew them bitches up. And that's where all the little crystals form. That's where all the little beads, all that little shit come from. Even mushrooms. You know how big mushrooms were? But they're now known as rocks. Mushrooms, they got big as, now they got shambled. Now they're known as rocks. So I don't know, man. A lot of this stuff has already been told to us, and a lot of this stuff is still in our face. But I just want you guys to remember that a lot of this shit's in plain sight. And it's crazy how, like, we take a lot of shit as entertainment, though. We're not really trying to take, I don't give a fuck. You on them, you know what I'm saying? You don't care, you, whatever. But there's a war out here. There's a war on your consciousness, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So this live was strictly about helping you remember who the hell you are, bro. And knowing who you are, remembering where you come from, and what royalty you stay, man. You supreme, bro. You're a luminous being, bro. You're an angelic being, bro. You're everything, and everything is you. You know? It's our land, our planet, and they took everything from us and stripped it of all of our memories, all of our hopes and dreams, and gave us false idolization and falsehood of what something could be when it really isn't. It's an whole illusion. But the real ones that are in here, man, I want to say thank you, right? I appreciate you guys pulling up. You know, I just come on here and speak my mind. That's all I can do anyways, because I have so-called freedom of speech. So hopefully they don't say shit about it, because I have the right to speak my mind, right? Right. So-called let them tell it, right? But I appreciate you guys pulling up. You feel me? Appreciate you, Ahmed. You feel me? Jeffy Nudie, Wani, A1. You feel what I'm saying? Conscious Goddess. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all just coming in and just tapping in with your boy, man. I ain't really trying to do the most or do crazy shit. I just want you guys to see what I see, and hopefully that gives you more insight than you could ever think or imagine. That's all. This is information you already know, but they don't want you to know. They're going to make you further forget who you are and what you stand for and how this became yours in the first place. Okay? But I want to say peace and abundance and prosperity to anyone that came to this live and got the drop and got the download, right? I appreciate y'all, man. I don't care about numbers, man. That's the least of my issues. I care about people that's getting the message. That's the biggest thing in this. Making sure you as the individual watching is getting the message. Because a lot of people don't. A lot of people overlook it. And mix clout with understanding. Understand that this is an understanding. It's intergalactic. Don't let it go over your head. You know what I'm saying, family? But if you're still in this live, man, drop a 9. I want to give y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all respect, y'all shout out. Because, you know, as we grow, like I said, I'm trying to go live more. I'm trying to give you guys more sauce, more knowledge, more things that I'm learning with thyself. But as we grow, bro, you guys are just going to see it. I know the real. I know the people that were here in the beginning. And all it's going to be is just more, you know, integrated, I guess you call it motivation. Because, you know, motivation don't really matter. But it's real life energy in this shit, man. You feel me? These are the real niggas that are here. So as we grow, numbers get higher, even though numbers don't matter, but it will get higher because we're manifesting this type of community. But don't get the mix and the goofies. Because remember, guys, we're public, right? I'm just giving this publicly, my message right now. Despite how people think, thought, or how they feel, this is what it is. But I do want to give y'all shout out. You feel me? Appreciate you, man. Real shit, bro. Real ones really know. You feel what I'm saying? But run this live back if you join late. You feel me? When I'm ending it, y'all can always do that. But I just want to give y'all piecing, right? Y'all, everything you all can imagine, bro. Prosperity, bro. Abundance, bro. Anything you seek, thus it will be, because you are the creator of all. So it's within your DAA. So just don't forget that, bro. All right? I've been on social media. I've been just focused on my community and focused on myself. So we just locked in right now. All right? But peace to y'all, man. Like I said, thank you for coming in my live. We're going to keep getting you more drops, more downloads, but this is the download, remembering who you are. And this is the truth, all right? Peace to y'all, man. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. This is not the first time I said this. This is not the first time anyone else I said it. But when not nothing positive, nothing can elevate. So you must ascend. And that's what we're on right now, and that's the vibe we're on. But I want to say peace to y'all, man. Thank you for tuning into this live. And I'm definitely coming back with more information for y'all brain, all right? Love y'all, man, and I'll leave it as I came, man. Peace, 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 and we rise, man. You know what I'm saying? One.